Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back with a brand new series. This is episode 1 of Prison Architect, a game that came out originally, I think, back in 2013, maybe even 2012. It hit like early access and finally released a few months ago on Steam, I think around October time, so we're still like a few months out since the official release. But for those of you who have been living under a rock for the last like 4 years and do not know what this game is, this is a prison building simulator game, I guess is the simplest way to put it, in which you build, manage, and run a simulated prison. Prisoners come in, prisoners go out, you get money for the prisoners you have, you build and expand your prison. It's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of simulation games like this, things like City Skylines and stuff like that. And this game has changed a ton since I last played it back in probably like 2014. I've tinkered with it a little bit over the past few weeks. I kind of got my feet wet again during the Christmas live streams where we played this for a little bit. But yeah, I'm really excited to jump back in, see what's new, find out all the new stuff that's available in Prison Architect. I really haven't played it that much since I played it quite a bit back in 2014. So most of like the mid to late game new stuff, I don't have a clue what's new or what's different. But one of the first things that is new is the gender. You get to pick whether you play as a male or whether your prison is a male populated prison or a female populated prison. I'm going to stick with males for now because I don't know what is different about the female prison. I don't know if there's any different like rooms or like different actions that the prisoners take or anything like that, but I'm going to start with the male prison. If we play it a few times over, I might, like, if we lose and start again, we might start over with a female prison and try that out. There was also a ton of wardens to pick from as well down here. There's the lobbyist, Rita, J.W. Periwinkle, the pacifier, as well as Sapara Sahara Aknova? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to start with the basic one because, again, I have no idea what any of these guys do, and I kind of want to, for now, keep it simple, kind of learn what the game's all about all over again, and do all that kind of stuff. Over here, we can pick a prison size. I don't think there's any disadvantage to picking large. It basically just means that you have more space to build your prison, which I think is always a good thing. Fog of War will leave on. Forest will leave on. Lakes, sure, why not? Buildings, why not? Gangs, events, and unlimited funds. I'm going to leave unlimited funds off, obviously, because we want it to be a bit of a challenge. And then gangs and events, I'm also going to leave off. And we are going to hit play. Here we go. So, wow. This is pretty big. So this is going to be our prison. This is the lot that we have for our prison. You can see our beam in the top left. I'm going to hit pause. We have time. We can pause time. We can like let time go at normal pace. We can speed it up, and we can let it go super fast. For now, we're going to pause it. We're going to take a beat. We're going to go over what we've got over here. We've got our money at the top, our current day, our current amount of daily cash, which is currently at 840. That will go up the more prisoners that we have. And then over here on the left, we kind of have our to-do list. I can't really see that. I have like a little FPS counter there, but it does say to-do list. Currently, we have to read the CEO's letter. We can read this. It says, "Dear Sir / Madam, congratulations on completing your basic introduction. You are now a fully qualified prison architect. That is about everything. Good luck, the CEO of Prison Architect Corp." Cool. So we have that. That is done. And now the first thing is to take in some prisoners. Now, we can change the amount of prisoners that we receive per day. We can set a set number of prisoners per day. We can say that we don't want to receive any prisoners. We're going to start by just receiving the standard 4 prisoners that are arriving at 8 a.m. And in order to get those ready, we've got to get a prison going. So we've got some workers coming in here. Our workmen are arriving with some stacks of stuff. Apparently, we can use these pre-existing buildings for whatever we like. So what I'm thinking is, we might just start with this. This looks kind of cool. So we'll hit play on slow motion for now. If we go over to reports and down to grants, so a couple of grants that we can complete, and we get money basically for completing these grants. So first things first, basic detention center. We've got the money straight away. We have it. And basically, we're at the last 10,000 of it when we complete the grant. So we need to build a holding cell, build a shower, a yard, a kitchen, a canteen, hire at least 2 guards, and at least 2 cooks. So we're going to pause again here real quick. And we're going to start by making this place inhabitable, I guess. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to foundation. I don't know if we, I don't know if we have to re-foundation this area here that's kind of like already here, or if we don't. But I'm going to start by just kind of doing something like that. Hopefully that goes ahead and fills in all the land there. We'll do something like, I guess, this. Oh, building foundations. What, did that not work? I don't know how, I don't know what the deal with, I guess it's because of the red section there. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with sections of land that are already done like this, but I guess that worked. And I wonder if we can just build a wall kind of over here to connect this up. If I go like that. Is that gonna work? I don't know. We'll hit play. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit here so that our builders can get to work and start building stuff. And then we can start looking at rooms, because of course we're gonna need some cells. I think we're gonna start with a holding cell to hold the initial 4 prisoners that we have until we have enough money and enough resources, enough time really, to build some of the individual cells for individual prisoners and stuff like that. We are gonna have to stick a door down. Otherwise, these guys are 100% not going to be able to get in. Now, this building is a weird shape. I think all of our prisoners are going to arrive around here. So I'm going to actually put the door, like, smack bang in the middle of this building, which I think is about there. Although that does look somewhat uneven to me, but I might just be seeing things. And I think this should work nicely. I kind of like the fact that it's not a perfect square. It's got a little bit of shape to it. Hopefully that won't drive me insane anytime soon. But we've got our door. That is working. They're installing lights. This is good. And that leads us to one of the first things that we do actually need, and that is utilities. We need both power and water to be able to run our prison successfully. Now, for the time being, I guess we're going to put them kind of just outside of our prison. We're going to get a water pump, and we're going to get this little power station over here. We're going to leave both of those in over there, and then all we need to do after that is just run some cables from the power grid over and into our building, and that should nicely power everything up for now. Kind of, you don't have to like power up every single light bulb with cables. They have like their own little cables that come off of these cables. You'll see what I mean in just a second. We're probably going to run out of power pretty quickly. Basically, this bar here, once it reaches full, the system will turn off and basically say you don't have enough power. Like right now, it's about to switch off. Our lights are on, but if we put much more in there, that's going to like just completely break and not work anymore. And so the way that we fix that is by adding more of these capacitors around, like so. So we add more capacitors, and that will increase the capacity, I guess, of power that we can use. That doesn't really make sense, but it increases the amount of power that we can distribute to our prison, which is something that we're going to definitely want to work on. This room here does not have a door. We need to get rid of a tree. Can I dismantle this tree, please? Thank you, guys. I would like that to be a thing. Also, we need to put a door on here. So let's go over to objects. I think for now we'll put a staff door on here. I'm not quite sure what we're going to use this for yet. But basically staff doors are doors that staff can go through but prisoners can't. So again, I'm going to pause this real quick once he's finished building this. And then we're going to decide what we want to do with this. So if we go over to rooms, the first thing we need is a holding cell. The holding cell is where the prisoners are going to go whilst they're waiting to be put into like an individual cell. And this thing needs to be at least 5 by 5. So how big is this area here? This is fairly big. It doesn't let me build it there for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why. Is this like classified as outside still? Is it not? I don't know what's up. It doesn't look like it's designated as inside. Do I have to re-foundationalize this, or is it just because the cables aren't there? Let's do that. I think that. Oh yeah, it looks like they just needed to put some beams in and some stuff to make it an official room. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, how big is 5 by 5? 5 by 5 looks like that. I might actually go ahead and put it here for now because I don't want to fill up like an entire room like this because it doesn't really need to be 9 meters wide. So what I'm thinking is, we might even just put it here so we can just walk the prisoners in and have them just right here. Yeah, we're going to put the holding cell there, and then we're going to grab some walls and we're just going to surround this thing like so. How big is this? Like, it's central. Okay, I like it to be a little bit symmetrical. So in the middle here, we're just going to have a standard single jail door instead of the large double jail door. And that looks good. So you'll see the little red exclamation mark. This means that we haven't got everything in there to have it officially be a holding cell. We still need a toilet and a bench. So let's go ahead and put a toilet in here. You know what? We'll put 2 in because we're nice. And then also a bench. Oh, this is what really annoys me about the holding cell. They require it to be 5 by 5, but then that's not big enough for the flipping thing. You know what? Boom, boom. We're putting 2 benches in there. It's going to be a little bit awkward for those who are sat on this, sat on the toilet here, but that's fine. It's fine. We should probably put them, like, maybe here. But I don't know. I think no matter where you put them, it's going to be a little bit awkward. So, for now, we're just going to leave it there. And we do need to hook it up with pipes. Now, one thing that you need to be careful about with pipes, there are 2 types of pipes. There is the large pipe and the small pipe. And the thing you need to be careful of is if you put the large pipe too close to prisoners, they can actually dig like through the hole or through the walls into the ground and crawl and escape through the pipes if you have large pipes. So you've got to make sure that you have large pipes going places because you need these to carry large amounts of water, but then you also need to make sure that anywhere where prisoners are going to be staying for long periods of time, that you use small pipes or something like this. I don't know if it's going to matter too much for the holding cell, but especially when we start working with individual cells, we want to make sure that we don't have large pipes running anywhere near individual cells. Otherwise, we're going to get people trying to escape. So you can see over here, this electric kind of has passed quite far over from this thing, but hasn't quite made it to this light over here. So what I'm going to do for now is just kind of do something like that. And that'll keep us good for the future for like this area over here as well, which is nice. So we'll let them do their thing. We've got a holding cell. We can start really accepting prisoners, which is nice. We are going to need some security guards, so I'll buy 2 of those right off the bat. And those are going to like get the prisoners when they come, put them into this holding cell. There are no canteens accessible by this cell. Prisoners in the cell will have nowhere to eat. So the next thing we need to work on is a canteen. It's also part of our basic detention center grant over here. So we'll make both of those. I think this area over here is going to be quite nice for the canteen for now. We kind of want it to be a little bit big. I don't want to future-proof too much because I find that if I try and go like too far ahead, if I try and make my prison too big, too fast, you run out of money and you can't kind of afford to keep it afloat. But at the same time, you want to be a little bit ahead of the game when it comes to things like your canteen. Otherwise, when you start getting a lot of prisoners, they're going to kind of start to riot because the canteen's too small, they can't fit, they can't move around, all that kind of stuff. So we need to start with a kitchen. A kitchen, an area the cook prepares food for the prisoners. It's fine. Okay. For that, I think we're going to put it here. The reason I'm choosing here is because we've already got that staff door there. It's not really too big of a deal, but we're going to do that like that. And then this here is going to be the canteen. We got the canteen. It's going to be pretty big, but we're going to have it like that. And then we're going to get some walls, and we're just going to go ahead and put a brick wall right down there like that. And again, we'll put another staff door kind of, I guess, like here and here. I think that looks kind of nice. Do we need one here? Probably not, but we're going to leave it there just so the chefs don't have to walk through the canteen to get to the kitchen if they don't want to. And then on this side, I think what we might do is actually just bulldoze a bit of the wall. I think what we'll do is kind of like just get rid of this and allow the prisoners free access in and out of the canteen. One thing that we do need to be careful of, like big time careful of, is sharpened objects like knives and forks and spoons and things like that being taken out of the canteen. And for that reason, we do have metal detectors over here somewhere. Here they are, metal detectors. We're going to put those on the way in and out. That is not a metal detector, that is a weight bench. The metal detector is to the left of that. And if we put that here, it's going to mean that all the prisoners have to kind of walk through these metal detectors to get in and out of the canteen there. And if they are carrying something, this guard will stop them, and they won't be able to take the forks out and then go stab another prisoner. That's the plan, anyway. So in here, we need to get ourselves a serving table, and a bench. Quickly going to pause the game real quick while we find all of those. So a table, I want this to be somewhat efficient, but also look nice. So I'm thinking is, how many can we fit? 2 of these in here with a gap down the middle? We can. So I'm going to put them there and there. And then we're going to have these tables in the middle like so. And we're going to have it like that. And I think that's going to be the best way we can do it. It's going to be a little bit cramped, but we're going to kind of get the maximum amount of prisoners we can kind of fit into this like small little area, which I think is going to be nice. It might get a bit congested in the middle here, but we'll see. We'll see if that actually becomes an issue. And then, of course, we're going to put a serving table down. It would have been nice if it would have fit there, but it didn't. Does it fit there if the door's closed? Also, which way around does it go? I think it goes that way around if the prisoners are coming at it like that. I think that's right. And I think now if these doors do get closed, that should fit nicely. Okay, cool. So the canteen is pretty much taken care of. Once all this stuff's built, that will be fine. The kitchen requires a cooker, a fridge, and a sink. We can do that fairly easily over here. So a sink is, that's not a sink. A sink is probably the biggest item. We'll put the sink there, I think, because it fits nicely in the middle. Fridge can go, how big is the cooker? The fridge and the cooker are both 2x2. Can they kind of go, again, I don't know which way around to put this. I think that's fine. We'll put the kitchen and cooker for now there. Oh, is that the... I think that's the right way around. There. And there? Yeah, I'll put it there, and we'll put it there. I think that's about central. We can always add more cookers and more fridges as time goes on. And also, we have to hire some chefs. So we'll go ahead and grab a cook, and we'll stick 2 of those for now into there. So we built a kitchen. That is now done. The final 2 things we've got to do to get our basic detention center grant, all that final $10,000, is to build a shower and to build a yard. So, this is looking pretty good. Where do I want to build a shower? I kind of like this space here, and we might need direct cables going to some of these things, like, for instance, these guys as well as like that. Okay, cool stuff. That should go ahead and power all of that stuff. I kind of want to put it here, but at the same time, I like this side door that they can get in without having to walk through the canteen. But I think for... like, just the benefit of the prison, I think we're going to have to get rid of it. I know I said I want to keep it, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of this door here. So dismantle that, and then let's go ahead and grab a wall real quick. And as soon as he's done with that, and got rid of that box, there we go, put a wall down. We also need to quickly hook up this guy with some juice. I think that should be fine for now. Although we might have to run some more pipes towards the shower area if this is going to be the shower room. How big does a shower need to be? The shower needs to be no particular size. Okay, I'm going to make the shower this space here for now. We'll probably have to move that in the future because that is a pretty small shower. And we're probably going to have a lot of prisoners pretty soon. But what we'll do for now is we'll put that like that. And then we will just have drains all over the place. Because you got to make sure the water doesn't flow out of the room and kind of into the prison at large. So we're going to have drains like that. And then in here, what we're going to do is we're going to have these shower heads. And we're just going to put them, for now, kind of along like this. I think I might get rid of that one and put them here, like this. And then for a little bit of... I don't want to make it too cramped in here because, again, prisoners can riot. But just to make it a little bit more space efficient, what we're going to do is we're going to put a few more like there. Cool. All right, let's grab ourselves some more of these pipes. And let's see. I think this might be fine for now if we do something like that. Again, I don't think the prisoners are going to try and... Oh, look at these. Are they? Yeah, they're fine. I don't think the prisoners are going to try tunnel out in the shower, but I could be wrong. Prisoners are arriving in 2 hours. That is fine. We've got almost everything we need. All we're missing now is a yard. Yards can be both indoors and outdoors, as I figured out on the live stream a few days ago. We did a live stream, and I just put a yard in the middle of the prison. But I think for the best benefits, you might want to put the yard outside somewhere. The question is, whereabouts do I put it? I could put it kind of like just here, I guess. You know what? Yeah, I kind of like that. Now, I'm going to make sure that it lines up nicely with the prison. I'm going to kind of put it like that, I guess. Yeah, sure. Put the yard there. What does it say? It says minimum size 5x5, secure behind at least one door. Cool. What we'll do is we'll put a large double jail door. Do I want to put it like there? Could they access that? I don't think they can. I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to surround the whole thing with, I think we can use fence. There's perimeter wall. There's remove tunnels. You can remove the tunnels there if they try and get out. There is fence there. We could surround the whole thing with fence. I don't think that they're going to be able to get over the fence, but I also might be wrong about that. I guess we'll find out. If they do get over it, then we've got a problem. If they don't, that's fine. All right, these guys have all got... You don't have water. That's because I didn't actually give you any water. Let's just do that and that. There we go. That should connect up all the showers with some water. We should probably also get rid of all of these boxes. I thought they would take away them, or the workers would get rid of them on their own, but apparently that is not the case. 1 hour until the guys get here. That is fine. That is completely fine. We have our yard. The yard doesn't require anything. We can put some stuff in there if we need to in the future. But for now, that should work just fine. We do have a lot of space in here. This looks good. I like this. I think this has been a good start. We're about to get our first set of prisoners in 34 minutes. The canteen is good. Let's get rid of this stuff if we can. Dump that. They did come pick up the other stuff. One of the things we do need to work on, actually, first of all, let me pause this again real quick, is getting a warden. So to get a warden, we need to, I think, get ourselves an office. Or maybe he needs an office before we can do anything. We can buy him right away. He says he requires an office. If we click on him, there is a bunch of stuff that we can then buy. We can buy like new segments and new stuff that we can do. For example, we can buy health, and then we can start building like a medical ward and stuff like that. One of the first things that I do want to work on is kind of the cleaning, maintenance, and janitor section, because our prison is pretty dirty right now. If you look at it, the floors are a bit horrible, the kitchen's kind of trash, and so what we need to do is kind of work on maintenance, and after that we can start working on cleaning. So we'll do that, but you cannot do that until he has an office. So let's go again over to rooms. Let's grab him an office. Offices need to be 4x4, have an office desk, a chair, a filing cabinet, and be indoors. And I think what we'll do is just put the offices like here and have like a full row of them, because there are multiple different staff members who need an office. For example, the chief I think needs an office, the accountant I know needs an office, the lawyer needs an office, all that kind of stuff. So let's start with the warden's office. How wide is this whole place here? That is, it's 19 wide, which is a little bit of a shame, but actually might be fine. Let's have a look here. If we do 4, 4, 4, and 4. Actually, that's perfect. Okay, cool. We'll leave that there like that, and then we'll just go ahead and put a full line of walls, like so, to split them all up. Again, a bit preemptive here, but that's fine. And then what we'll do is we'll just stick staff doors on all of these, quickly hit play so these guys start building this stuff as soon as possible. And I think we'll put the doors like that. Nice. And then for now, all we need to do is fit out one office with the actual stuff. So we'll start with an office desk. The one can have his desk, like, I guess, like here, and then a chair that can go right about there. And finally, we need the good old filing cabinet, which is somewhere over here. You can't search for stuff, which is good, because half the time I forget where things are. And the filing cabinet, I guess, can go, like, in the corner here. Sure, there we go. All right. This door can't close because there are bricks in the way. Let's get rid of those bricks. And the warden, get in your office. Come on, get in this office. This office is done as soon as they put the filing cabinet in. These guys are all... Oh, the thing is... Oh, our prisoners are here. Look at this. We have received our prisoners. We've got 4 normal prisoners and I think 2 minimum security, I think this is. Look at all these guys. They've been sentenced to 3 years for multiple crimes, including fraud and perjury. Jeez. Wannabe YouTuber until the day he hacked the YouTube system and made himself the most popular channel on YouTube, forcing YouTube to hire NASA? I don't know why they'd hire NASA. The FBI, SWAT, and the Illuminati to get rid of him. Oh my goodness. He's sentenced for 6 years. For burglary? Okay. Well, we've got our prisoners in here. The warden is about to get his office. There we go. He's got his office. And now he is researching maintenance. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right. What I think I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to end this first episode of Prison Architect there. Thank you for watching if you did enjoy the video. As always, be sure to hit that like button. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you'd like to see more Prison Architect. We'll come back next episode and probably start working. I'm going to pause this whilst I talk so I don't waste time. We'll come back next episode. Probably start working on expanding the prison. Probably out this week. So I kind of like this corridor we've got going on. And then maybe making some kind of cell area for individual cells so we can start getting the prisoners into individual cells because this little holding cell here can get pretty crowded pretty quickly. So, yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.